Easy now. Check it. I is here with none other than my man, Professor James Ziegler. Him was the head of something called the IMS, which stands for the Immigration Naturalization Society. Service. Wicked. What is Homeland Security?
Homeland Security is about protecting the individuals in the country from forces that may come in and try to do harm, such as terrorists.
Could it be possible to work with the terrorists to say, yo, here's a building that we're going to demolish anyway. Go, have your fun with it, do whatever you want, but just don't do the other ones.
Well, that will not work with a terrorist.
Why not?
Because the terrorists, you say, okay, here's an old building, we're gonna demolish. You have your fun with it.
Do it.
That doesn't achieve their purpose.
So, Professor, does you think that terrorists will use aeroplanes again?
I think they would like to.
Why does you let them fly on the same planes as normal passengers? Why don't you arrange separate flights for terrorists, so if they is gonna do this terrible behavior, let them ruin their own trip?
Well, listen, if we knew they were terrorists, we'd pick them up. We'd never let them on an airplane.
Let's talk about in the airports. You know those machines that beep when you've got coins in your pocket? Why don't they develop a machine that beeps if you was carrying a gun?
Well, it does too. A gun will also set it off, or a knife.
But them is mainly designed for coins and keys, isn't it?
No. It's designed for guns and knives and objects that could be weapons.
Does they use dogs in airports?
For explosive devices.
Ain't the problem though that 99% of dogs can't speak English? So how does they let you know who is carrying a bomb?
Well, dogs are trained to give indications.
How?
Well, they will sit and point, for example.
How does he know they ain't pointing to say this one definitely ain't got a bomb in it?
Well, they don't. They're trained to only respond to a certain smell.
How come there ain't much security on trains?
Well, for one thing, it's kind of hard to hijack a train and run it into something.
But what's to stop a terrorist taking over a train, driving it into, God forbid, the White House?
We can't. There are no tracks.
Well,
there are no tracks to the White House.
Not that we know of.
No, they're not.
How does you know they ain't been building one?
The White House is so protected, there's no way of building tracks to the White House with the Secret Service and all the barriers that are around it.
Well, you'd have to have someone in on it, on the inside, innit?
But they would have to build them on...
Someone who was like,
No, even that. They'd have to build them on top of the ground, and they'd have to go right to the White House. There's no way of being on the inside of that.
How difficult is it to get a green card?
A Brit marries an American, let's say. You can get a green card, but you're going to have to wait for 2 years.
If you ain't managed to marry an American, but you is got jiggy with like loads of them, can you still get a green card?
No.
No, but if you is does you understand?
I understand exactly what you're saying. The answer is no. Family relationships are very important to our immigration law. And if it's just a friend that you've got a special relationship
with, baby, let's get special.
That doesn't work. That's not going to get you in.
And that's a shame.
Well,
because I was halfway there, you know what I'm saying?
Well, that's the way the law is.
So listen up. You better check out the words of my man James Ziegler. Respect. Yakshamash. In Kazakhstan, the favorite hobbies are disco dancing, archery, rape, and table tennis. In America, there are many hobbies too. I find more. Dziękuję. Hello, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
What it mean self-defense?
Well, if someone, it's more than just if someone attacks me. If someone attacks me violently, I can protect myself from getting hurt.
What is the best move to silence a woman?
I don't know that you can silence a woman.
What is the best way to defend from a Jew?
Well, we don't, if people have different beliefs,
Yes.
they believe in God, Allah, Muhammad, Jesus, whatever they believe in,
Yes.
we try to respect that they believe that way.
Yes. But how do you stop their claw? Claw? You say
If
claw?
someone go to claw,
Yes,
you knock,
the
knock
Jew
away.
claw.
You just knock away. Knock away.
So if the Jew come with a claw,
You knock away.
with a claw,
Knock away.
claw,
Knock away.
they can do two hands.
And you can do two hands.
It's very good.
Yeah. Or you can knock away this way. Either way, it doesn't matter.
And if the Jew come,
You knock away.
and the Jew come,
And you knock away.
the Jew come with a claw, with a claw, with a claw. What is the best way to stop my wife do a rape on me?
Gosh, I don't know. Maybe if it's your wife, show her more love. Show me what you mean.
She'll say, Borat, Borat, time to
play.
die
Okay.
with you.
Hold me down, Boris, like she would. All right. And you're on top.
Yes.
Okay. Now, if
Borat.
when she leans over,
She tried to do a kiss.
she's off balance.
Thank you, my friend.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. You are good.
When we get the body and we get it nice and relaxed and we want to move just easily, it's nicer if you could change to some nice, comfortable clothing.
David.
Yes?
What is this, David?
This is a portable harmonium.
You know this song?
No, I don't.
From Music Factory, CNC. Everybody dance now. We
Okay.
do this, how you say,
Oh, the dances.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
with this is everybody dancing now.
Oh, that's nice.
Galen,
Hello.
this is Borat.
Nice to meet
Borat?
you.
Yes.
Thank you, Borat. Okay.
And this is Palomino. Palomino.
Yes.
Palomino, this is Borat.
Hello.
Nice to meet you.
So I want us to have our own sound. What will your sound be?
Hey.
Children, children, children.
You make the sound?
Everybody dance now. Yes.
Okay, so we try now all
Yes.
together? 1, 2, 3.
Children, children,
Everybody dance now.
children,
Everybody dance now.
Because I'm already tired. I'm too old, you know.
No, you
Yeah.
are 40.
48, you are 32. How old do you
Yes.
think Palomino is?
48.
43.
43.
Yeah?
Ah, you look more old.
I'm going to ask you to draw the experience that you just had, however that shows up. Okay, so let's just hold ours up and show each other just for a moment, just so we can look at one another's.
What did it say?
Everybody, children, dance, oh, now.
Yes.
And so that had meaning for me, just to bring that all together.
Yeah, thank you.
Nice. I do a picture, only small, of Tishnik massacre, where many Uzbek crush.
Yeah. How did you feel when you did this?
Very proud.
Very proud.
Yes.
I'm just listening with sadness, a little sadness for your people.
Yes, no, it is not sad. It is us who do the kill. You want to smell?
Show us.
Do you want to tell
Yes.
the smell thing?
It show your spirit.
Yeah,
I can smell you.
it's fine.
Yes.
Yeah.
Smell.
It's good, man.
Yes.
Thank you.
You want?
Yes,
Give me.
please.
Check it. I is now off to meet the husband and wife team that ran the Environmental Protection Agency. Then be called Christine and Todd Whitman. Both! Let's talk about solar energy. Ain't you worried that if we use a lot of this solar energy, that we will use the sun up?
No, the sun's burning anyway. I mean, and we're not, what we're doing is taking what's already coming down and putting it to good use.
But Mia, there's some countries like in Alaska where there's already run out of sun and there's like darkness for like months of a year.
Well, that's because of the rotation of the Earth. It's not because the sun is running out. It's because the relationship of the sun and the Earth to one another.
Why is water getting dirty?
If you change the oil of your motorcycle or your car in the driveway and you just dump it there, it gets washed down in a rain, it gets into the water table, it gets into the water, it dirties the water.
Ain't the main reason why the water is dirty though that a lot of fishers does their toilet inside the water?
Well, fish do it, but farmers, the animals get, if you let cows and pigs and sheep go into the streams, then they're dirtying the water.
So why don't you tell the fish, whatever, don't know how you tell them, but make sure they ain't doing their plop in the water?
But I really think it's more us than they.
So what about whales? Don't they make massive pollutions in the water?
Again, they're not, when you consider the amount of water there is in the ocean and the seas, and you consider the number of whales, they're not the problem.
But you've seen the
They're
size
big.
of some,
Oh yeah,
they must
hey,
do massive
they're big.
ones in there.
They've got to be massive.
What is Earth First?
Earth First is, it's really an idea of putting the earth before yourself.
You know that me and the West Staines Massive did a protest against McDonald's in Staines.
Nice. McDonald's definitely deserves it. The consumption of meat is definitely adding to the world's starvation problem.
Oh, no, we weren't against that. We was against, they started charging for their ketchup like 8 pence for like a little bit of ketchup.
Right, taxing people every chance they get.
So we was like, protesting, saying ketchup should be free and there shouldn't be like a limit to how many ketchups you can have.
There's lots of good reasons to protest McDonald's. I mean, they're definitely using a lot of pesticides, they're definitely using a lot of chemicals. You know, the slaughter of cattle, you know, mass slaughter of cattle is...
The ketchup thing though.
Right, that's the big thing too.
So what is things like this tree used for?
Mainly luxury items, as we'd say. You'd see like a lot of redwood hot tubs, a lot of redwood decks.
Is you telling me that this tree wouldn't prefer to be a hot tub with a couple of flower honeys in, totally, you know, no clothes on, whatever, rather than having, you know, you in.
Our good friend,
Safe respect.
Whisper.
So, yo, what's your name again?
My name's Whisper.
What?
Whisper.
Why is that? Does he like whispering? Get it? Because his name, Whisper. All you lot out there, and I was speaking for me and my friends here, saying that go out there, publicise this thing, talk to your friends, make something that makes a difference, burn a car, whatever, mash people up, but let them know that you was doing it for this cause, so then we can get publicity for it, innit?
Stay non-violent.
Yo, but
we don't do property destruction.
But wouldn't it be more better for your cause?
No.
People are smashing things up anyway to say, yo, I was doing this for the tree people.
No.
Wouldn't it be good if it weren't just smelly hippies who was doing it, but it was also like
If it was
normal
everybody
people
doing it, then they'd find a way to demonize the regular people.
But if them come at you with axes, you come at them with guns, they ain't gonna come back, yo.
They'll come back with guns.
Right.
Yo, well, you get Uzis, man. No one's gonna take
Then
like
they'll get assault
9mm
rifles.
Glock, man.
They'll get AK-47s.
Yo, well, you get a bomb.
If we get bombs, they'll get bigger bombs.
Yo, well, you nuke them, whatever.
Oh, we nuke them, then the trees get blown up.
Yeah, whatever, forget about them. At least you've won. Does you want to just give a final message to the camera?
Sure. Rise up and rebel, you know, with non-violence.
So what's your message to the camera?
My
it's not about non-violence as well, is it?
I would say it has to be. I encourage you to rise up, do whatever you can to make the earth a better place.
Yo, whatever you can. Violent or non-violent.
No, I did not say that.
Yo, well...
I can't advocate violence.
Yo, but man, if I start advocating non-violence, come back to the street, man, you know, people be, yo, you was a non-violent guy, yo.
That's the part of the power structures that we're working on chiseling away at, with our actions, with our words, with our thoughts, with our songs.
What songs has you got?
Gentle warrior, with a heart like gold and a rainbow in your eye, brave companion. That's just the first part of it. It's called Gentle Warrior.
No offense, but that song, in my opinion, is a bit crap.
Each has their own opinion.
Eagle, you're looking great. Coming up 9 minutes.
Also, jetzt bin ich hier in Miami, South Beach, only the coolest club scene in the whole world. Big deal, I've been here 4 times already. Good news for you, I'm on the guest list tonight, and it's +1. Let's party zusammen machen! Also, jetzt bin ich hier mit James Butler von der super cool Super Club Nerve Lounge in Miami, Florida. Tell me, what did Matt Damon say to you when he came into the club?
Well, Matt had had a few drinks and he was having a good time, so he just said that he'd be back at some point in the next little while.
Yeah. And what did you say to him?
I said, come back anytime.
And then what did he say to you?
Well, he said he's going to go home and make sure that he takes care of the girl that he was with, so I said, well, have a good time.
And then what did you say to him?
That was about it.
Did you ever think of like telling somebody that conversation or?
Yeah, actually I spoke to my brother today and I told him up in Toronto, Canada.
Wow.
Yeah.
Then what did he say?
Oh, he was laughing. He thought it was a hilarious time. It was fun.
So let's talk about who you would let in and who you wouldn't let in. How do you deal with that awkward situation of somebody in a wheelchair coming in and you want to push them away, but you don't want to create a scene? How do you turn them away?
You just go to the next person and let the other people in.
Yes. So what, you just ignore them or do you wheel them away?
No,
or?
you just try to ignore them and hopefully they'll go away.
Where do you see the future of clubbing?
The future of clubbing, I believe, is in house music.
Do you think if house music was around in the 30s that World War II would have happened?
No, I don't. I don't think it would have happened at all.
Why?
let's face it, music is the international language of love, and that's what makes the world go around.
Let me ask you a question. The rise of club music, the fall of apartheid, a coincidence or not?
I don't think it's a coincidence at all. It's about creating good energy and love throughout the world.
If your club was a note, what would it be? Just stop me where we get to where your club is.
Right there. Right there. Right there.
There?
Yeah.
Why?
There.
Why?
Because it's not quite at the top of the energy level,
cool.
But we like to keep it along the mainstream.
What do you think of clubs that are just
They're dull and boring.
Yeah. And clubs that are
when they're all over the place, again, people won't stay all night.
Sure. And
probably full of hip-hop assholes.
Okay, you can come in just by yourself.
With him?
No, just you, not him.
Is Tommy here? Tommy.
No.
I'm on the list. Victor Bruno.
What's your name?
Victor Bruno.
Victor Brüno.
Yeah, B-R-U-N-O.
You're not dressed right. You're not dressed right. That's ridiculous. Go and change your shirt. Make an effort. You're going out to a club.
What?
This is a nightclub. This isn't like a shopping mall.
What are you talking about? This shirt's fucking $250.
If you spend some proper money on the shirt, you'd be able to get it.
Okay, cool. I'm on the fucking list, seriously.
I'll have none of that attitude. Go and change your shirts and maybe you've got a chance. Booyakasha. Animal rights. Animals is all around everywhere. So if you is thinking that animal rights ain't important, it is. So does you think it's all right for young people out there to do experiments on animals in their own home?
I would be against it in virtually every case.
Because me and my mate Dave, we did an experiment to like find out about the nuclear thing, and we got a hamster and we put it in the microwave and we wanted to see if it would survive, and it did. It came out, you know, it was like a bit more hot, but it was alive. Ain't that all right?
Children who don't have any background in medical or knowledge of the area should not be trying something on an animal that could possibly harm them.
So is it all right for people to wear fur?
I don't know how a rational person could say, I need a fur coat at the expense of 60 animals.
Does you really think an animal would mind if it knew it was going to a premiere on the back of P. Diddy?
I think that the animals would prefer to live out their life in the woods and die a natural death and don't probably even know who P. Diddy is. That's what I think.
Well, everyone knows who P. Diddy is.
Well, yeah, even I do, so, you know. But you know, I'm not a fox or a chinchilla.
But ain't fur coats the way out of the ghetto for some animals?
I think that we don't need fur, whatever culture we're in and whoever we are.
So does you think it's right that now some animals has got human girlfriends? Because like we saw this video of this horse who was going out, you know, having a relationship with this Dutch girl, and like first up I thought, what's in it for her? And then like we saw his donk, and like, you know, I's got a big one, but I ain't got nothing on like these horses. There's no way I can compete. You know, you got a normal guy, then you got me, then you got like the horse.
This is the exploitation of and I think that's what we're trying to say. We're all agreeing, that this is an exploitation of animals.
Of animals?
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
but the horse was like totally happy. There was like about half a gallon of proof.
It wasn't the animal's decision. He didn't go out there and try to wine and dine that whatever that person was.
Well, me does a bit of DJing, so let me ask you for like one word.
One word, science. Learn.
Compassion.
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 Is that a word?
It is.
Compassion.
Welfare.
Science, science, you better have your welfare. 'cause you know that with compassion, you're gonna have your, what's it called?
Learning.
Your children learning about the animals. What you do if a man come and attack you with a big long in his hand, how you say?
Stick?
No, big long penis?
Oh, that doesn't happen very much over here. We don't see that.
In Kazakhstan, very much. My friend Azamat Bagatov, a giant from Turkmenistan, attacked him, broke his anus.
I think probably the best thing to do would be to strike or kick.
Check it.
Go shorty, it's your Earth Day. We gonna party like it's your Earth Day. Yo peeps, this be Whitman in the house. On the mic, eyes unslayable. Respect our crunk planet. Make sure your trash is biodegradable. Peace, eyes out.
Respect. Big up yourself, Governor. Keep it real.